Hello and welcome. Today, we're tackling a topic that's usually kept in the server room, but honestly, it really belongs in the boardroom. We're going to talk about server strategy, but not as a technical deep dive. Think of this as a strategic briefing for leaders, all about how this technology directly drives your business forward. All right, let's jump right in.
First, I want you to look at this number, $5,600. So what is this? Well, according to Gartner, this is the average cost of IT downtime per minute. Let that sink in. That's over $300,000 an hour. You see, this isn't just an IT problem anymore. It's a massive direct hit to the bottom line, the kind of thing no executive can afford to just ignore.
And McKinsey really nails it with this quote. The whole conversation has changed. A server outage isn't just a tech glitch these days. No, it's a full-on business disruption. It hits your customers, it hits your revenue, it hits your reputation. This is now a top-level concern for leadership, period.
So let's get right to it and talk about why your server infrastructure is so much more than just a bunch of hardware in a closet. It is the absolute backbone that supports pretty much every single part of your business.
And the impact is huge. It's across the board. I mean, servers aren't just there to keep the lights on, right? They're actively generating revenue by making sure your customer systems are up and running. They give you a competitive edge with real-time data. They boost your efficiency by automating things. They fuel innovation by letting your teams build and test faster. And they are absolutely critical for managing risk.
Speaking of risk, here's another number for you to chew on. $4.45 million. What's that? That's the average cost of a single data breach in 2024. And guess what the prime targets are? Your servers, where all your most valuable data lives. This makes having a rock-solid server strategy a completely non-negotiable part of your security plan.
Okay, so that brings us to what's happening now. The world of servers is going through this massive transformation. I'm talking about the tech itself, the way we pay for it, and the strategic doors it's opening. It's all changing, and it's changing fast.
One of the biggest shifts is all about the money. We're moving away from that traditional model of buying servers, writing a huge check, a big capital expense, and pretty much just guessing what you'll need in a few years. Now, we're moving to a flexible, cloud-based operating expense model. This OpEx approach gives you incredible agility. It's way better for cash flow, and it means you can scale your spending to match exactly what your business is doing.
And here's another huge trend, edge computing. The idea is actually really simple. Instead of having all your processing power in one central data center, you move it out closer to where the data is being created or used. Why does this matter? Well, Gartner predicts that by 2025, a jaw-dropping 75% of all our data will be processed out here, at the edge.
And this is where the concept gets really exciting for business. In retail, it powers things like automated checkouts. In a factory, it means predicting when a machine might fail, cutting down time by up to 40%. In healthcare, it's about real-time patient monitoring that keeps working even if the hospital's network has a problem. It just makes your business faster and way more resilient, right where it counts.
Now, let's peek under the hood and talk about the actual engines inside these servers. For decades, one type of chip architecture has just dominated the market. But right now, we are in the middle of the most significant shakeup in processing power in years.
And that shakeup is the rise of ARM-based servers. Their single biggest advantage? Look at this chart. It's energy efficiency. To do the same amount of work, ARM servers can use up to 35% less energy. In a world with rising energy costs and big sustainability goals, that is a massive, massive win, both financially and for the planet.
So how do you choose? Well, it's not really about one being better than the other. It's a strategic choice. You keep your traditional x86 servers for the heavy lifting stuff, your old legacy apps, specialized software, but for all your new cloud-native apps, for web services, and for any place where energy use is a real concern, you should absolutely be looking at ARM.
Which brings us right to the heart of it all. How do these tech trends tie directly back to the things that executives care about most? We're talking money, risk, and how fast you can innovate.
I love this quote from Deloitte because it perfectly captures the mindset shift we need.
The goal here is to stop thinking about servers as just a cost on a spreadsheet and start seeing them for what they really are: a powerful strategic tool that can actually transform your entire business.
And when we talk about money, it is so important to look past the sticker price. That initial hardware purchase, that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's often only 20 to 35% of the true total cost of ownership. The real money gets spent on things like power and cooling, staff to manage it all, and of course, that single biggest hidden cost, the massive financial hit you take from any downtime.
Okay, so knowing all this, what do you do about it? How do you take action? Let's walk through a clear, simple playbook designed for leaders.
The good news is you can start making progress right away. I mean, in the next 30 days, you can do this. First, get a quick review of what you even have. Second, analyze your true costs, that whole total cost of ownership thing. Third, pick one small, high-value project to pilot a new approach. And fourth, look at your team. Do they have the skills you need for where things are going?
And here it is, a simple but really powerful checklist to use before you sign off on any new server project. Just ask your team these 4 questions. Does this actually help us meet a business goal? Have we thought through the tech and security? What's the real cost, and what's the return, and what could go wrong? This simple framework ensures every project is a smart, strategic investment.
So we'll end with this one question. In today's world, your server infrastructure is never neutral. It's either an anchor of old technology that's slowing you down and adding risk, or it's the powerful, efficient engine that's driving your business into the future. And the choice of which one it's going to be, well, that's a strategic decision that belongs in your hands. Thanks for joining us.